uh, phone. I do apologize. You should hear me okay. Let me know, okay, Leslie, on the or on YouTube or on Facebook, wherever you folks are watching us from. We see David Jones from. Thank you for joining us, David. So, Leslie, again, if you can let me, um, neither on LinkedIn. Oh, all right. Let's try something else here. So we're going to go to other. All right. We'll test on LinkedIn. Let me know, text and let me know if you can hear me okay. Okay. Can hear you. Okay, you can hear me. Leslie, let me know if you can hear me on LinkedIn. David can hear, and it looks like, okay, can hear now. Fantastic. Leslie, let me know if you can hear me now as well. So we will, we have someone on LinkedIn who can hear me. So if you're on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, welcome. Thank you very much. This is all we're doing today with a gentleman by the name of John Connor, who reached out to me a couple and invited me to speak at an event this Saturday, October 11th. For those of you in the Philadelphia area, please come out. Time if I haven't met you or see you again in a while. I will be presenting the first time you've ever seen me present the full 7 skills. Go through a couple of exercises that you'll find a lot of fun. I've done it virtually for some groups, very times in person. Just did it last Friday. Tremendous positive feedback. Certainly appreciate. So it will be this October 11th. It is the Men's Health Forum. Talk about reaching out. Still have issues with that, and it affects their health. But feeling well and refuse to go, need to challenge those, deep-rooted beliefs that people have, and we'll teach them Men's Health Forum, and it is a program that's been going on for 20 years. Praise is the cure. Praise is the cure. It's going to be held. It's the iconic Salem in Abington at 2740 Road, Abington, PA. And we'll get Glenn, who is for radio station 107.9 FM, be joining me as a speaker. We're doing that together. I'll be doing what I do, thinking, and then we'll have some discussion afterwards. We'll get the audience involved. Would love to see you if you are in the Philadelphia area. So, but let's go and welcome Connor, who has, after a major adversity, and I want him to talk about the event this Saturday and what's happening, kind of picking up the ball for Anita Connor and daughter, Anita Connor, wife and daughter, Carrie, and he'll explain the whole story there. So first, I want to welcome. Let's see if we're going to have Carla come up. Hold on, Carla. I'm going to bring up because you were first in the queue, but Connor. John, welcome. Appreciate you being with us and with the PowerThinking community from all over the country as well. Welcome to you, and I thank you for taking this time to be with us.
Good morning, Stanley. I am just excited to be on your band. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've been going through for the last couple of years, and the experience deeper, over the past few months. Basically, my wife my daughter, Terry Connor, both were diagnosed, and during their journey of fighting breast cancer, they decided that they wanted to start an organization basically focused towards Black women. They determined during their journey that dying at a much higher rate from breast, and they were determined to find out why that was happening and what to do to try to stop this from happening in the African community. So they started Praise the Secure, which is a nonprofit organization. And what they set out to do was to, one, educate Black women. Two, they wanted to make sure that treatment options for Black women. And third, they wanted to provide support for going through breast cancer treatment, provide support for their families. So I joined that mission to help them out with it. And during the course of it in that mission, I found out that a lot of men were facing adversity like I was. That is by participating as a caretaker, my wife. And that there were a lot of things that I was doing, as part of my duties as a caretaker, as a father, and as some of those things would include periods of sadness, loneliness, anger, being overwhelmed at times, empty, and helplessness. Those are just some of the things that I was facing on a daily basis. In December
go ahead.
of 2022, I lost my only daughter. It was devastating to watch her and then to leave us. And I was fighting really, really hard to deal with all of the things, all of the emotions. And it wasn't long after that my wife's cancer came back. And she began her journey again, fighting. And sadly, 2 months ago, on August 4th of this year, I lost my wife as well. So
my sincere condolences. And I remember when you called me and made the connection to and Carrie, and I knew years ago, and then asked about Anita, and I told you to say hello, and you told me she passed away, unfortunately, in August. And yet, by the way, so Anita T. diagnosed in the late 90s, I believe 98, and then Carrie, in about 10 years later, I understand of Anita's diagnosis, so 2008. Fought for a long time, and talk about resilience. But they understood that there were issues out there in the community, and their battle. They created this event, Praises the Cure, to help many others in the Philadelphia area. It's an annual event, and this year, John. John, can you hear me okay? Just wanted to chime in, make sure you're okay. And I know this is tough, and it's an extremely tough time. And what I want to do is, let me do this. I'm going to go to a couple of people who are on the line, who want to just kind of share their thoughts with you. We're starting first with Carla Hill. Carla, thanks for joining us. If you can mention, for John's benefit, where you're joining us from, and some of your thoughts with what we've heard here. Carla, can you hear me okay? Okay, something's happening and people cannot hear me. So this happens on the phone line. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to hang up on the phone line and testing, 1 2, testing 1 2 2. Okay, folks, hang in with us. Sometimes things happen, and we stay calm. 9043. Get things back here. Testing 1 2. I'm going to go back into the audience. Anything on the phone line. That's what we're going to do, folks, is and hopefully some folks who are there can pick up, because I've gone back into the audience open, and if folks want to communicate, and I see that Margaret's communicated, I see you can continue to communicate, and John I see is communicating, so just kind of keep that going as we try to figure out what's happening with the phone line. So on LinkedIn and on YouTube and on Facebook, feel free to jump into on the phone line.
Welcome to my one number. There are 8 participants in the conference.
Okay.
The recording has started.
All right, so we're back.
Well, thank you so much. This has been a very, very difficult time, and I'm so glad that I have Stanley. So glad that he's going to be joining Phrases Secure on Saturday, October 11th. I think in the short time that I know, taught me a number of things that I'm using right now to help me maintain sound mental health, for one thing. Something that a lot of men. So I'm looking forward to hearing this whole presentation on Saturday.
I think that's great.
Yeah, you should be able to hear me. What we're going to do is we're going to do something a little different here. I'm just going to mute everybody. I'm going to unmute John.
Participants are muted, and they can unmute themselves.
All right, I'm going to, as opposed to doing what we normally do, if you speak, I'll see the signals on the display here, and then I can unmute you if you'd like to say a few words to John. So I tell you what, we're going to go right back. I think we can go back into our Q&A.
Today's session has started.
Okay, those who would like to speak, hit *6, and we'll cue that up. I know Sherry was there. I know there's Olu. Join us there. Don't know what happened. This is the first time that's happened in quite some time. But we are back. We're resilient, it all going. And for your resilience, while we went through the technical difficulties. So John, if you can come back in, *6. I see Olu there. I see Carla. If you can hit *6, John, back in, that would be great. We look forward to hearing from you. So what we'll do is Carla, and you can just hit *6 on your If you have a problem, just send me a text. I'll keep my text open, and we can maybe go a different route again. So I don't see you yet in the text, John. Okay. So John, I'm going to go to, I'm going to open your mic up, and then I'm going to, for her final thoughts, and then we're going to move to Sherry and move to anyone else. Hit that *6. I know a few of you were in before. I appreciate your patience and your resilience. So Carla, go right ahead.
And thank you, John, for sharing your
You're
story.
welcome.
As I look through the, just you are really just demonstrating it. I can't say I understand what you went through in terms of losing, you're supporting, when you lost your daughter, supporting your wife, well, you lost your daughter, and then now, ending as your wife transitioned, and, and just, you reaching out to others as you are going through this very tough time. So thank you for sharing. Just appreciate you, and just talk about in human resources is behavioral. Just you are demonstrating real time behavior. So thank you so much for sharing.
Well, Carla, appreciate all of your comments, and I ask for your prayer, as well. Again, I want to extend my thanks to Stanley, and forward to his presentation.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Carla. Really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to this, and an honor to be, with you, and as we work through this, and looking forward to Olu next. Where you're joining us from, and your comments for John. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Everyone can hear me. So I'm in from Lagos, Nigeria. This wonderful man's shared and real, support and guidance for about 2 years now, I believe.
Yeah.
And I had a circumstance, I would put that in a derogatory way. Honest with you, there's not much that we can do, because such terrible losses is not something that you regarded. I lost 2 junior brothers too, so to a certain extent, of loss are the same. I mean, that just gives you an idea of what it can be. They were junior brothers. So I'm truly sorry to hear about your loss, and I salute you, that this loss you held on, and not just held on, have continued the legacy, which basically carry, the very bad, they believed in and supported. So I wish you the very best. Prayers of, and resilience, basically, because that's basically what we're usually here. Like I say, really, and I think people generally say, life happens, and we must move on. That is what they would. So I wish you the best always.
I really appreciate those comments, and I really cherish one thing that my wife would say to me on a regular basis. She's getting a little emotional.
It's okay, John.
But she She has always told me to show strength and courage. And when I hear you talking about, having gone through something similar to mine, it reminds me of that. And I need to really practice resilience. I really understand it. And I'm really looking forward to working with Stanley. This journey that I've been on really started years ago. And it's still going on, right now. So I've lost a lot of courage. So I need everything that I can get to be back. And then the seventh step Stanley went through, I need to be able to share it with others. That if other people that are going through some of the things, will be able to say things, do an example of someone who has gotten back, their resilience. So I appreciate, all your comments and of course your prayers.
Thank you. Thanks, Olu. We really appreciate it. And we'll go next to Sherry Aquari. Sherry, mention where you're joining us. Get you unmuted. Here you are. And your thoughts for John.
Thank you so much, Stanley. Sherry Aquiri. I'm joining in from Nairobi, Kenya. Say how deeply sorry I am for your loss, John. I can't imagine the pain of losing your wife and daughter. You see, grief comes in waves. Some days might feel unbearable, Alma, and all of those feelings are valid, There is no right or wrong way to go through this. Know that we are all holding you in our thoughts during this difficult time. You don't have to go through this alone. If you feel like talking, sharing, just sitting in silence, please know PowerThinking Corp family is there for you in your upcoming event with on Saturday. Thank you.
Sherry, thank you so much for those encouraging words. It's something that as I'm sitting here on this Wednesday morning. So thanks again.
We also have Gina Damon joining us. Gina, get Sherry back on mute. Gina, thank you. Where you're joining us from, and your thoughts for John. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. And this is Gina. I'm calling in from Maryland, and now I think it's so inspiring that one, you are not only continuing the legacy, as Olo mentioned, and others, just staying faithful to their work. I think it's also so important how you have identified that men is a difficult thing for some to admit to. So I just wanted to just say huge kudos to you for seeking out Stanley for help. And I think you found one of the greatest through this journey, different tips and tools and skills, like for over 2.5 years or more. But I believe that he will continue to provide for you. If you believe, and I believe that God will continue to provide all the resources that you need. So my thoughts and prayers are with you. Stay strong and have a wonderful event. Thank you so much for allowing me to share.
Gina, all that you have said, and I will take your advice and your compliments and use it as strength as I try to move through today.
Yes.
Amen.
All right. And thank you, Gina. Really appreciate you. But you rarely steps in to speak, and I'm happy that she did. John, as we wrap up, we had a little bit of technical, but you all hung in there I appreciate it, and you kept it all going. John, thank you a couple of weeks ago. And for John will be back here this evening to share with a slightly different audience again. And if you'd like to share your thoughts this evening, 9:30 p.m., please do. Just kind of going over the inner strengths and the skills. And, there are rare times when, in real time, we have, folks who are sharing what they're actually going through. But John's not just sharing what he's going through emotionally. He is sharing how legacy going to help other people to take it all to another level. And last night he said, well, the big concern with all of the work and the calls and so forth and the organization after the event, there may be a lull. I said, no, there won't be a lull, because you have me and you have all these other folks from all over the world who are right with you. And so you're part of the family.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you, John, for joining us. And we're going to go back into the audience. And I want to thank John and Carla and Gina and Sherry, Olu for this great discussion and this reminder that things happen in our lives. They're gonna set us. Don't have to keep us back. They don't have to keep. Remember that's all of our time thinking. 50,000 thoughts a day, and you'll learn about that, John, this Saturday. We must think with thinking. So I'm going to go back in the audience. The mic's open. Please wish John. Thank you all for joining us, and fantastic day, everybody. We really appreciate each and every one of you.
Thank you very much, John. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Yes,
Thank you all.
Marisa, see you. Gail, good to see you as well. All right, take care, everybody.
Bye.
All right, and YouTube and Facebook, thank you very much for joining us. Make sure Saturday, the 11th, if you're in the area of Abington, Pennsylvania, Baptist Church, 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. I'm doing the full presentation, PowerThinking, at the Men's Health Forum. Is the Cure event that John Conley, on behalf of his wife and daughter who battled and also made people aware so that's going to be at Woodland Road in Abington, PA, this Saturday, and I'll be joined by Manuel Glenn of 107.9. So take care, everybody. Make it a great remainder of the day. And if you are part of the PowerThinking family, there's that QR code. You can freeze it right there. Take a picture or join under Leslie Flowers or Olu, and make sure that you take advantage of the 30-day trial. So